These days, a lot of people have a really, really low attention span, and they can't read a book, they can't watch a unedited longer video. You know, even today, people still struggle to watch Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts that are longer than 30 seconds. The attention span problem in society has gotten really, really bad, and I guarantee you, at least half the people have already clicked off this video and are only 30 seconds in. Now, this isn't going to be a long one because I'm only recording it on my phone as opposed to the usual kind of content that I do on my computer. But the attention span is really something that we need to yap about because it is gone downhill really, really quick. And what is the cause of this? It's pretty obvious. You know, hyper-stimulating content is the number one culprit for bad attention spans. No one can watch a proper video anymore. No one can like read a page of a book without getting distracted. We're all so like fried these days. Our brains have turned into absolute mush. And even like I've taken a lot of steps to improve my attention span and to step away from the hyper-stimulating content. I've done the mindfulness meditation, I've done the reading, journaling, you know, just doing nothing. I've done all those things that are good for your brain and good for your mind and overall good for your attention span. But even still, I reckon my attention span is still like shit compared to what humans about 200 years ago would have had or something like that. It has gotten really, really bad. And it is undeniably all because of the hyper-stimulating content, the Instagram fucking Reels, man. That stuff, it has gotten so bad now. Recently, I got myself caught scrolling. And it's bad that I did that, but I'm actually kind of, you know, it got me an idea for this video because I got to see what these Reels look like these days, and I'm like, man, this stuff is like, the editing's insane. Like back then, it was like, you'd be getting like a new piece of information, a new stimulant every 5 seconds or so, like something like that. But now it's like, it's not even a second, and it's like, it's just like bam, 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 bam. It's crazy. Like all of this stuff, it's insane. And what that is doing to your brain is it's training it to not have an attention span. It's not training it to, you know, last long. It's training it to just, you know, expect a new piece of information every, you know, half second. And, you know, people, you know, you can start talking about like the dopamine thing or something, but that word is so overused now. They're like, oh, you need to go dopamine detox and you're fucking frying your brain, and all that stuff is true, but it is being overused now. And a lot of the time when you say it, half of the world, when they hear that shit, they're just like, oh, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't want to hear it, you know, because no one really wants to get better because, you know, it's outside of your comfort zones. You know, doom scrolling's within that comfort zone. It makes you feel good. You know, it gives you that emotional high for like, what, fucking 1 second, you maybe like exhale a bit out of your nose at that thing. And then after like 5 minutes or so, you've forgotten about that bloody reel. And then there's people that come along and they say, oh, no, I remember the reels I watch. And you're like, all right, yeah. You remember 1 out of 1,000 fucking videos that you watch. 1 out of 1,000. You remember this like little 10-second clip out of a whole fucking 5 hours of scrolling. And you're like, no, it's educational. Like, nigga. Oh, not that word. I'm just saying, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Seriously. You're saying that, oh, I remember one reel, I remember this one, that was a very educational reel, and sure, maybe at times that one is good for you. That is a banging piece of advice or a smart little life hack that you learned in that one reel from scrolling 10,000 bloody reels. But imagine if you spend that much time reading a book or something like this one, or watching a long form video like this one, or even better, ones that are like an hour long, like those Andrew Huberman reels, not reels, his videos, his podcasts or whatever. That's where you get real education. That stuff is where you learn real shit and where you actually get more than one insight in 5 fucking hours. So that just debunks that whole thing of people saying, oh, my Instagram reels are educational. Like, bro, come on. No, they're not. Even if they were, you're still frying your brain and frying its attention span because you're giving it one new piece of advice every fucking 10 seconds. It's just destroying like your ability to be present around people. It's getting rid of your social skills. It's, you know, making your family time or time with friends or your relationships. It's making all of this stuff like go downhill. It's making everything worse because you're getting rid of your ability to stay present in the moment. You're getting rid of your ability to be aware of your surroundings and to be like there mentally, fully present physically. And I don't know if this is something that I've picked up on because I've been meditating for like 3 years straight now, just about daily. You know, I've been pretty much meditating daily every single, you know, for the past 3 years straight. You know, I've missed a day here and there, but it's been pretty damn consistent. And I've noticed, I don't know if it's just because of that, but I can tell when someone isn't present while talking. And I'm pretty sure that this isn't exclusive to me just because I fucking meditated. I'm sure you can tell as well, and I'm sure everyone else can tell as well. You get this subconscious feeling in the back of your head. You can tell when you're talking to someone and they're not fully there. You can tell when you're like chatting with your friend and they're thinking about fucking Star Wars or something. Like you can tell when you're around someone and you're yapping to them about something fun that you saw as important and they're just thinking about something else. And how does it feel? How does it feel when you're talking to someone and you're telling them, you know, something that you care about and their mind is elsewhere? Feels like fucking shit, right? It feels awful. Like it's like one of the worst feelings ever. I hate it when that fucking happens. But the thing is, it's like when someone's talking to you and your mind is elsewhere, and this happens to all of us because since we're like on the phones all the time, it's frying our attention spans, it's destroying our brains. So this happens to you more often than not. There will be people talking to you and you'll be thinking about something else. Like your mum could be talking to you, or your girlfriend, or your father, or just any of your friends in general. They could be telling you something important, something meaningful to them, and your brain is off thinking about crocodiles or some random thing, okay? And it's not, I'm not saying it's like your fault or something, you know, they could be saying something boring or whatever, but the thing is, it's like when your brain just sods off and it just goes elsewhere, regardless of who it is you're talking to or what the thing is, they're going to pick up on that, they're going to notice, and they're going to feel like shit. And, you know, they're not going to have like a good perception about you anymore because like, oh, why do I like talking to this guy? It just makes me feel bad. He doesn't care what I have to say about him. You know, it's just nothing. It makes people feel like shit. So this scrolling reels, while it may seem so innocent that it's just, you know, you're sitting around on your phone, this 10 minutes at the end of the day won't hurt, when in reality you spend fucking half an hour to an hour and you end up going to sleep at 11 o'clock or 3 in the bloody morning because you're scrolling. You know, you can say it's not harmful, but the reality is it's like it has this domino effect. It, you know, one thing leads to another thing, which leads to another thing, and it just leads to this whole entire massive problem. The fact that you can't focus on, you know, one singular thing for longer than 10 seconds, it's going to destroy your relationships. It's going to impede your ability to make money or to focus on a task or do absolutely anything. It's going to fuck you up. And for a lot of people, it's been fucking them up. And the craziest thing is you don't even realize how badly scrolling is hurting you until you've stopped it yourself. Believe me, I'd never thought that I was in a bad position in life. I was doing all of it. I was scrolling for like 5 hours a day. I was playing video games for probably another 5 hours a day. And this was during like that whole COVID-19, you know, lockdown shit back many years ago. I was addicted to screens. I was frying my bloody eyes. I probably spent hours and hours staring at a screen, burning through Instagram reels and, you know, silly hyper-edited YouTube videos and video games and all of that crap. I was so addicted to all that stuff, and I was happy. I thought it was fine. I never thought anything was wrong with it, but when I started to learn about how bad these things are for your mental health and how detrimental they are to your life and how it's harming your body, your eyes and your brain and even like your organs and all that other stuff. I'm not yapping about that in this video, by the way. It literally, I thought I got to stop this. And when I stopped it, that's when I realized just how bad of an effect they have on your life. And again, how did I find this out? Because I didn't think my life was bad. I thought it was just a normal life that I was living. But when I stopped this stuff, man, I felt great. I felt the best I ever felt. It was like this happiness level that I didn't even think was attainable. It just came. And I had such great energy around me. All from like not scrolling or playing video games, not frying my attention span, just letting my brain rest a bit and meditating, journaling, reading, getting outside, doing that kind of stuff. And man, did life fucking take off from there. And only then, when you do that stuff and you stop doing the shit, is when you realize just how bad it was. Just how bad of an effect it had on your life. It's only then. That's the only time when you notice just how bad they are. Because it's really hard to tell yourself scrolling's bad for me. It's really hard to agree with that for a lot of people. I know every time I make YouTube shorts on this and I post them and I say, hey dude, stop scrolling. It's better to stare at a wall than to, not scroll. People get so worked up over that for like no fucking reason. Like, just let me scroll, let me rest. I'm like, nigga, I said it again. I'm like, bro, if you plug, these brain scans and you look at your brain activity while you're scrolling, that shit's not fucking resting. It's like hyperactive. It's like the whole far end of the spectrum, the whole end of the scale. Like that thing, your brain is not resting while you're scrolling. It's being hyper stimulated. Scrolling isn't relaxing at all. Like reading a book is. You chill and you read a book. That is relaxing. That is good for you. That's what you have to do. Not this social media stuff. And only then, when you stop it and you stop the bad habits, that's when you realize how bad they are for you. Otherwise, first, you kind of just got to like trust my word and run with it. You kind of just got to go, you know what? Maybe he knows his stuff. Maybe he's right. I'm going to try, see how it goes. I'm not going to scroll for 2 weeks. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to journal. I'm going to write down things I'm grateful for. I'm going to take a book and I'm going to start reading it. It doesn't matter what book it is. Just read a book, non-fiction preferably. Read this one, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. That's just the one I have on my desk, but it is a really good one. Go outside more. Don't take your phone with you. And just do those things. Meditate, gratitude, exercise, reading, and outdoors. You do those 5 things and you stop scrolling and playing video games. You stop watching porn. But if you focus on those 5 things, don't focus on those 3. Just focus on those big 5, those good habits, and tell yourself, I'm not going to do the bad habits. I'm just going to minimize them as much as I can for 2 weeks. And you do that, and I give you with 100% certainty, your life will improve. You will feel the happiest and the best you will have ever felt in your life if you do that. Meditate, gratitude, exercise, read, step outside without the phone. Do those 5 things and just try your best to minimize the bad habits. Minimize the doom scrolling, the video games, the porn, the junk food, all that shit. Trust me in this. You just have to fucking trust me, bro. You have to trust me. Your life will change if you do that. If you improve your attention span, you're going to have better relationships and all of those things. It's just that stuff. Everything starts with your mental health. Everything starts there. You can't do all of that stuff that you see all these guys yapping about, like building this business or all of this, things like hardcore discipline and stuff, without first improving your attention span and your mental health. Because improving your attention span is basically all that you got to do to improve your mental health, really. Like that is like one huge section of it. It's not all of it. Your attention span isn't the whole thing, but how long your mind is able to focus on a certain thing it's huge. Like, if you're able to focus on one singular task without like your mind wandering off into like a million different things, or you're unable to focus on something when talking to people, that is huge. But the thing is porn, video games, and scrolling, those three things, they're taking that away from you. They're taking that ability away from you. And it's not something that you're like, oh, I have ADHD, I wasn't born for this. But like, if you stop scrolling, you stop playing video games, and you stop fucking gooning on the internet, your attention span is going to improve, regardless of what fucking mental condition you have. You stop doing that shit that is literally training your brain to be, flat out broken. Your attention span's going to improve, and your mental health is going to improve. And people come up with all of these excuses as to why they can't do it, and like, no, I can't do it. It's relaxing. It helps me wind down. Oh, my friends do it. Oh, I have this mental condition. I have that. Like, come on, like, dude, stop making excuses for yourself. When you live this shitty life, this undisciplined life, doing all these bad things, and you just make excuses for yourself over and over and over and over again, and you never actually try something new, you never actually try to improve your life, that it pains me to see. I'm like, just give it a go. What if it works? Because if it works out, you're going to be the happiest you've ever felt in your life. And I'm fucking telling you, if you do it right, you will be the happiest you have ever felt in your entire life. So think about your attention span. Stop scrolling. Stop it. It's fucking stupid. And go and stare at a wall. Go and do something that's boring. And believe me, it sucks in the moment. It sucks. Meditating is boring as fuck. And it's fucking supposed to be, because your attention span is shit and it's fried from years of fucking doom scrolling and playing video games. Of course it's going to be boring. Of course it's not going to be fun, because life isn't all about fun, is it now? You got shit that you have to do. You've got things that need to be done. And all of that stuff becomes easier when you start improving your fucking attention span. And improving your attention span isn't going to be as fun as infinitely scrolling reels. But like, that's the problem. We're all pleasure maxing these days. We're all fun maxing. We're not trying to look after our health, our mental health, and our physical health. That is such a big blunder in the way we live today. So take that with you from this video. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it's that you need to improve your attention span, because it's destroying your life. The scrolling and the video games, it really is. And if you stop that stuff and you do the 5 mental health habits that I listed before, here they come again: meditation, gratitude, exercise, reading, getting outdoors. If you do those 5 things and you cut out the bad shit, your attention span will improve. You'll enjoy life better. You'll have better relationships with, your family, friends, girlfriends. You'll be more successful in the endeavors that you try. You'll find it easier to have discipline. Willpower will come to you easily. It's an infinite list of good possibilities and good things that come from this. And a bare minimum of 100% of them will come true if you commit to stopping those bad habits and building the good habits. Or should I say, building the good habits first and then stopping the bad habits. Because you got to focus on building what's right. Focus on the positives. Don't put all your focus on the negatives. Don't put all your focus on the video games, the porn, the junk food, the scrolling. Don't put all your focus here. Put all your focus here. Mental health habits, the good things, the reading, the getting outside, the exercising, the meditation. Put your focus here on this stuff, the good stuff, not the bad stuff. Don't focus on that. Remember it, acknowledge it, know that it's bad for you, know that it's keeping you down, but focus on this. Focus on doing this during your day. Don't wake up thinking, don't watch porn, don't watch porn, don't watch porn, don't watch porn. Wake up thinking, today I'm going to meditate, I'm going to step outside, I'm going to socialize with my family, I'm going to read 5 chapters out of this book, I'm going to journal, I'm going to gratitude journal, I'm going to live a good day today. think about the good stuff. Don't think about the bad things. Build the good habits and the bad habits. Fuck. Build the good habits and the bad habits will break naturally. And the benefits are unbelievable. If you like this one, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a nice friendly comment, boost the algorithm or whatever. I know these videos get fuck all views. But if it helps one person, I'll be happy. If it puts one guy on the right path, I will be happy. So I hope this video did that for someone. And yeah, you can check out the links in my description for the paid content and stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next one.